Hey everybody, it's your favorite man, Dr. C. And today we've got two shout-outs, what my discussion is on world hunger, how schools should be taught, and an important message for, a question and an important message for you, because I really need to say it, because I feel that I'm kind of like a little joke to some of you guys, and I just need to tell you what's going on. But first off, a question: what do I need to do as a YouTuber and someone who does podcasts in order to get more subscribers, in order to get more of a content base? What do I need to do? So go down into the description, and there will be two links. One is to my website, and one will be to a suggestion box where you can leave me suggestions, and I'll also be sending out said suggestion box to everyone as well, like tomorrow after this video airs. But yeah, I have a shout out to Christian in my first hour chemistry class. Yeah, speaking of that, sorry about the fire drill. Hanley forgot to turn on the vent, and we were doing a lab, and we were lighting magnesium on fire. And I guess because I didn't know, everybody was doing everything they were supposed to. There was no fire, but I guess when you put magnesium under a flame, it gets really bright and it smokes. So it was just smoke. I mean, that was kind of. Hanley's standing there. He's like, I've been doing this for 8 years in room 212. And Sammy C. Let's get right down into it. World hunger. To me, I feel that we should be doing a little bit more in order to fix it, because I feel that we're doing jack shit in order to do it. We need to, it's if you're gonna say you're gonna commit to something, then commit to it. That's kind of what we've been doing. We're like, oh, we're gonna solve world hunger and we're gonna do all this shit. And there's still fucking starving people in Africa, and there's still fucking shit going down in China and all that. So, it's kind of why? What are we doing? Nothing. I feel that we should do what 7-Eleven I think does, and for the day-old, a day-old donut, or if there's a restaurant that makes a shit ton of food, and then the bread or whatever, something that's a few day, a day old, maybe 2 day, we should ship that food over to, we should ship it over to them. I mean, because over in America we don't eat day old food. I mean, I'm not saying, oh what Dr. C, just because they're fucking from a different country we should give them our fucking leftovers. Yes, but I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying, hey, give them what we don't want. Give them the food. How some parents always used to say, oh, there's starving kids in Africa if you don't eat when you didn't eat your vegetables. Give them the food. Don't waste it. Just give it to them. Because it makes everybody happy. It makes the person who doesn't want to eat the food happy. It makes them happy. They getting food. Also, when you're doing food drives, and this is one you need to remember, go on YouTube, type in Adam Ruins donate food, something that has to do with food drives, because he basically said it was a pain in the ass for everybody, just give the guys money, because it sucks on both ends, because it just doesn't, it doesn't work out for anybody. Just, hey, give them the food that we don't want. That's kind of it. That's my views on world hunger. How I think schools should be taught. I feel that it shouldn't be, in math class, I feel that it shouldn't be based on, I feel we should get rid of Common Core. I feel we should just get rid of the entire fucking, system we're under now, because it's fucking bullshit, because everybody, I think everyone's too scared to tell the deans and tell the administrators like it is. Because if they do, they're gonna end up like me, basically. And I feel that we should kick out Common Core because let me ask you this. What's the point of remembering something like the square root of, synthetic division? Leave in the comments go ask your parents if they know what synthetic division is. And then I want you to show them what synthetic division is from your notes. And I want you to tell me in the comments, or send me a Snapchat, send me a picture or whatever of your parents' reaction. And I want you to tell them, Mom, Dad, that's what you're paying me to go to school for. Because I don't think, unless you're going to become a nuclear physicist, or unless you're going to be look, if you want to become a nuclear physicist, if you want to become like one of the high jobs that uses that kind of method, then good for you. Go and pursue that career. Go follow that career. But when it's like, what kind of job uses what uses synthetic division? Or what am I going to use? Am I going to use synthetic division to do my taxes? Am I going to use it to do my what do you call it on the car? I know there's a word. It's like the monthly carb insurance. Am I going to have to do that for all my bills? Am I going to have to, like I said again, am I going to use this shit in math? Like, here's what you're going to use. Addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication. That's it. To me, that it is all and anything you will ever use in life. Not how to find the fucking square root of a polynomial, or how to find the cubic trinomial, how to find whether a problem is a cubic trinomial or a quartic binomial. Fuck that. We don't need to be learning that shit. We need to learn how to get a job. We need to learn how to do a resume. There needs to be a course on classes. Because I shit you not, I would take that in a heartbeat. If there was a class that taught you how to do your taxes, or that taught you how to fucking do your car insurance, or whatever. Shit that applies to life. Because am I ever going to use the fucking shit am I going to ever use the shit that I learned in 8th grade in my life? No. Am I going to use the fucking shit that I was taught in my sophomore year of math? No. Am I going to use anything from my senior or junior year of math? No, and probably not. And this is how it should be taught. The teacher stands up at the board. The teacher goes and does the lesson. You take down notes. Test time comes around. What you've learned, or your notes, should be used. You can use on the test. Because I don't think it should be memory. I think it should be based on whether or not you know, like, how you can apply that math, how you can do it. Because to me, what the fuck is the point of remembering the trinomial equation of how to solve the square-rooted side of a triangle? Someone in the comments tell me how the fuck that's useful to them. And some people might say, oh, Dr. C, you're an underachiever. You don't want to get the high expense. No. I just want to know why the fuck I'm sitting in my Algebra 2 class listening to my teacher go on and on and on about equations that my grandparents have never been. I shit you not. If I showed my dad the fuck I was learning, or if I showed my grandparents what I was learning, they would shit an egg. They'd shit bricks. That's what they do. Because it was never taught to them. Because the school system's fucked up as is. Because it's fucking up. Because the shit we're learning right now is going to be the shit taught is like when all the juniors are out of high school, the shit that we're learning will be taught to the sophomores. And it'll go back a grade until when you have a child in kindergarten, it'll be like in elementary school, you'll be learning all this massive fucking equations. And that's like the shit that they're probably going to teach us in college. That's probably going to be taught in high school. Because high school is not preparing us, or at least mine isn't. My high school is not preparing me for life. It's preparing me for nothing. And I'm going to let you listen to my friend Clark Griswold from Christmas Vacation, and I'm going to let you listen to what I wish I could say this to the people that have just pissed me off, like, and I'm talking adults, that I have given I'm not saying every teacher in my school has done this, but there's certain adults, certain teachers that I really want to say this to because they pissed me off to the point where I've had it, like where I could just have a stroke. This is what I want to say.
I look him straight in the eye, and I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no-good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is! Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
That's what I want to say to them. That's because that's how much they've pissed me off, and that's because that's because they don't care. I want to just yell at to them. I want to just scream it to these guys, because I shouldn't be feeling the stress coming into high school. I shouldn't be feeling upset at my teachers, I bought them gifts. Now I'm saying not all my teachers are bad. I'm not saying all of them. I'm not saying every admin in that I'm not saying every adult in that school is horrible or doesn't care. Just the people that are making the people that are in the important positions just don't give a shit. And that's what I want to say to them. But because I have a girlfriend, and some of you might go, "Aw," when I see her, that lowers my stress. Seeing my love for her keeps me from going off on these teachers. That keeps me from going and roasting these teachers like a roasted duck. I just want to roast them like a fucking roasted duck until they're sitting there fucking bewildered with their sorry little expressions because they've treated me like shit. And it's wrong. And I've had it. I'm just so done with it. But you know, that's my shit on it. Now here's my special message, and I want you to pay kind attention to this. So I'm not trying to change a thing. I'm just trying to get you guys, well, not all you guys, because I know some of you believe the way I believe. But I'm trying to get the people out of their fucking mindset that the world's okay when people like me know it's not. And I mean, how stupid can people be to allow the thought of banning net neutrality, and people tell me, "Oh, that's never going to happen." And you know what? It might not. But say if it did, you know how bad that would be for everyone? So I want to say to everyone, we need to fix this planet before we fuck it up royally. I want to say that to my generation. We need to fix this shit before we fuck it up royally. And before anyone calls me out on my shit and asks, "Well, why don't you stop bitching about it like everyone else and do something about it?" Well, you know what? I did. And I stood up for my rights, And I tried to tell my superiors and the adults I trusted. And guess what happened? I got wrongly accused and punished for trying to tell an adult for a problem that I was having at school. And at least I'm trying my fucking best. At least I'm getting risked of getting kicked out of school for trying to help out those motherfuckers. And one of my friends told me, Chacho, you've done more than anyone else to get your point across. So what have any of you done to try and at least make a damn effort? And look, I'm sorry for being mad. I have all this pent-up anger, and I can't release it at school because I love my girlfriend so much that I'd stay in the shit classroom with the teacher that's pissing me off, and be stuck in that school with those asinine admin, all to see her every day. I feel like I'm going to pop a vein or pop a blood vessel. That's how much anger I have towards that school. And I'm going to say this at the end of my video starting now. If you want to help, leave a comment, subscribe, and check out my website. And leave a suggestion. And if you don't care, or you just don't want to help, then unsubscribe, then unfollow me on social media. Because I'm done being a joke. And when I ask for a suggestion on my podcast, only like 2% of anyone truly cares and gives me one. And for the 2% that do, thank you. And for the 2% of people that actually give a shit, thank you. And for those of you who just treat me like a fucking joke and treat me like fucking shit, because I know who you are. Because I was walking down the hallway, and one of the people who I thought were my friends, I waved him, he waved back. He almost scaring the shit out of me, puts his hand in like a C, and just like scared, like taps my neck with it, like he was like almost about to choke me. So I'm done being everyone's fucking joke. And I'm sick of being fucking treated like I don't give a shit. So after you watch this video, and before you leave, just subscribe. Just press the button. Just click that little red button. Or leave a suggestion in the comments. Because if this shit keeps carrying on like it keeps going on, and keeps going on, and keeps going on, I'm probably not going to do this anymore. So that means there's not going to be any more Dr. C, there's not going to be any more of this, because I'm just done and over with it. I'm sick of being the fucking joke. Thank you everyone, and I wish you a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Feliz Navidad, and I don't know, like I'm not multilingual, so hey, happy holidays, I guess. Alrighty, bye bye.